Alright, so now we're at the final stage of our 5-step formula for writing copy that is actually converting an email list from cold leads to a very engaged audience that we can use as an asset for our business. So what do we do right now for the 5th step when you've already created a lead magnet? We've sent them in our Indoctrination Sequence and had them go through that. We've already given them educational and entertaining value, which is Edu-Tainment. And we've already given them step 4, which is basically segmentation, and we're segmenting hyper-targeted lists. I'm going to show you what we do on step 5 so we can figure out exactly how to use the long-term content and the long-term of weeks and months of dripping content and offers and upsells and segmentation in this video. So check it out, you're really going to enjoy this one. What's up, my friend, and welcome back to Motive in Motion. I'm Evan, I'm a direct response copywriter, and I'm sharing with you all the tips that you need to become a direct response copywriter or to up your game in direct response copy when you really start marketing to select individuals and markets and target markets and audiences, so you can be able to learn how to make what you're worth and what you deserve by basing your fees off of the value that delivering for the client and that you are giving them on a long-term basis. So these videos come out very consistently in this unique style, and so if you want to be notified, you better subscribe and also smash the crap out of the like button. Make sure it's really blue and beautiful by just clicking that thumbs up, and you'll be notified after clicking the bell that I just dropped a new video and whatnot, and I got a lot of stuff stacked up in the arsenal for the coming weeks to drip out to you. So you're gonna really want to be very engaged with this content because I got the whole series coming out for this. You can check the 5 videos in the card as well, obviously, but each one of them we go through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is number 5, but we also have a very long form content where I dive super deep into the rabbit hole about how to build your email list from scratch, from zero. And so that is a good one that you're not gonna wanna miss, but I'm also coming out with different new series on direct response marketing and copywriting. And I'm also just peeling back what's working in my business right now, like what I'm serving clients with, and my strategies, techniques, mindsets, and kind of research background to know who we're speaking to rather, and know who we're targeting and how to target them in the best ways, and give them educational value, right? Edutainment value, which is a mix of entertainment and education. And so in this video, we're going to be speaking about just one major important thing about the long form and long-term content, what you should be doing if you're following up with your list after you've already gotten them indoctrinated, they knew who you are. You obviously have captured them from your lead magnet because you have them on the list, and you've given them the content, which is educational focused, right? Educating and entertainment. And you're also giving them a lot of content and upsells and segmentation based on what their interests are and how engaged they are, which is all covered in each prior video that you can check right here. And so now let's hop into the one thing that I want to impart to you in this video about the long-term follow-ups for specific sequences and specific autoresponders, as well as segmenting each list and giving them hyper-targeted offers and content. So let's hop in that. Alright, this is going to be a pretty brief video because really on this step 5, all I got is one major thing to impart to you, and that is the fact that you really need to have long form and long term content and drip sequences that are auto sending to people. They're called autoresponders, and there's a lot of different ways to cut this cake. Someone's really famous about this stuff called Andrea Chaperone is basically talking about the SOS series, the soap opera sequence, where you build upon each level of your email by giving them something else that's specifically tied to that story that you're telling them, and you pick it up and you start off with open loops, and then you close it maybe in the email and open another one before you have another one, which is a psychological trigger basically to get people engaged and buying in more and more. You tell stories, you give them engaging and funny, humorous, or persuasive elements to your stories, and you continue the whole long story and a storyline basically with 10, 20, 30, 40 emails over the long term, so you can consistently segment people, automatically kind of shift them into different lists, give them hyper relevant offers and targets and content and pieces, and unsubscribe and subscribe them onto other lists, and all this is easily done in platforms like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Klaviyo, any of those, Infusionsoft, which is now Keep, and different ones like that, ClickFunnels. these are the ones that are able to be your CRM or your customer relationship management system, which is basically the deliverable that you are focused on by keeping everybody in the same kind of box, but then splitting them up into different lines and different verticals to launch super relevant offers to them. And so inside your CRM, you're wanting to actually, you know, put these people in, like I said before in video number 4, I believe it was, with this segmentation, is you need buyers and lead lists. So that's the first thing that you should ever segment, you know, segment between buyers and leads. And of course that, you know, the leads that are very engaged, you want to, you know, try to get them over to the buyers list ASAP. And then the buyers that are engaged, you want to try to upsell them more and more and give them more products and valuable offers that are relevant to their lives, and also what their pain points are and their solutions that they're looking for in the market, right? So this is a whole game, it's a whole strategy, it's a whole like art and science mix, right? But it really is an important thing. And in this video, we're gonna be hopping in a few things on my own specific portfolio examples so I can show you kind of like what these things look like and how these emails actually like coincide. But the main thing that I wanted to impart to you today is that you need to have an overlying strategy, right? Your overlaying strategy is actually giving them like a document. If you're gonna do this for clients, I tend to do this on the bigger projects where I'll actually craft a little document for them to be able to show them like when and how and where to send these emails out to and how they follow each other with the story. And it can be, you know, I've written sequences that are like 15, 20, 30, 40 and above that go a long time. We're talking like weeks and months. What we're doing is like promotions and news updates and like social proof and case studies and the storyline, all following the same storyline, and different like sub stories and whatnot, right? And also like a different way to do this is like what Ben Settle says, you know, so there's a million ways to cut the cake. He's recommending essentially that you send one email every day selling the same type of product, and most of them are basically pitches, but they start with stories and engaging valuable content. So like from Andre Chaperon to like Jarek Johansson to like Ben Settle to you know, Russell Brunson to a million other guys that are kind of like showing you different ways to build your funnels out and make your email marketing funnels convert. It really is up to you, but you do want to leverage these proven frameworks and then you can adapt it. So over the years with my own offers, my e-commerce stuff in the past, and then my clients nowadays, and all the stuff that I'm doing in my business for people, it all is just kind of like my own proprietary format and my formula. So I've already adapted my strategies by learning these different things and reading about copy, reading about the storylines, how to tell a good story, and how to use these you know, a lot of these different formats and kind of merge them into my own by finding what works for me, testing and tweaking, and doing all the conversion split testing that we were talking in video 3, I believe it was. So there's a lot of different stuff where it goes way deeper, but I really want to just impart to you that this needs to start out with a strategy, and it needs to start out with a baseline for an overlaying strategy where you're taking your leads through a certain funnel, and then of course when they do different responses to the funnel, like they don't open or they open this and they click that, whatever, you're gonna segment them based on their own engagement and quality, like we talked in video number 4 for this series. And essentially, eventually you're gonna actually give them something to buy, right? So you keep peppering in offers, and a good little rule of thumb would be like an 80-20 approach, right? Like 80% is like super valuable, high level, like appreciative content that they love and they can soak up. And then 20% is like peppering in the pitches. A lot of people do it differently, but I found out this way works pretty well. A lot of people like to pitch in every email where it's kind of like soft sales. That's the way you can do it. You know, you can tell the story and then kind of put in your affiliate links or your links to your sales pages or whatever you may be running right now. That's up to you, but I like to give them a lot more value and front load and goodwill and front load the value up to your relationship, so you build that rapport with them, because you are building a long-term relationship, and this isn't just a churn and burn thing where you're just trying to pump out offers and get as much money as maximally possible. You do want to build a relationship with your leads and your lists and people that actually want to look up to your brand or your personality or whatever as like the trusted authority on X. And if you can be that, then you build trust and rapport, and you're giving them a lot of content naturally, and you give them valuable things that they can work on, and then they go work on that stuff, get results, and come back to you to buy your stuff, or you just sell them something that is valuable and relevant to them right now, and then they, you know, get results with it and come back and buy more of your stuff. So really, you got to look on this as like a strategy and a funnel. You know, you really need to chop everything down to bite-sized chunks so you have a piece of strategy, outline, or document to follow. And that's the main thing that I wanted to impart for that. And again, I can show you some of these examples up on the screen right now for the documents, but essentially this is like a strategy document as well as following different industries and verticals and products and services and whatnot in the marketplace that I've worked on personally. Like I said before, with e-commerce and coaching and online marketing and digital marketing, like making money online niche, as well as the tech and finance and crypto spaces, as well as the health and wellness and e-commerce, and like all different types of things that really have given me a birth of experience that are letting me, you know, kind of leverage this knowledge onto different markets when I get new clients. And this is really important for being able to understand who you're speaking to and how to like run a profitable and effective email campaign. And that's what this whole series is really about, is like building a profitable email list that actually works well and is an asset for your business. So remember to create the strategy document up front, or at least be able to map out some strategy they're gonna follow when you're delivering for your clients or when you're setting up your own campaign for your own brand or business. And after that, you really need to continue writing things that are very valuable and relevant to the prospects live and what they're doing in what they're trying to achieve, right? So if it's like weight loss, or if it's like you know, exercise, or it's some type of like investing or stock market things, or like Forex, or maybe they're looking to, you know, whatever it is, build their own business and like figure out how they can leverage their services, right? Like whatever it is, you need to target it based on your industry and make sure that you're giving them content and updates and promotions and news and like new product rollouts and like case studies from successful customers and like all the stuff of basically social proof and content and offers that lead into a natural offer, by giving them things that they can use now and that are you know, relevant to what they're trying to achieve from your brand, right? So that's the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. You need to remember that this is going to be a long-term focus. You're going to be doing this for over weeks and months and whatnot, but the potential of this is actually huge because you can schedule them up and you can optimize them and split test against each other like we covered in previous videos, and you're able to actually have a money machine, like printing money basically, when you're giving them value on a consistent basis, but you're sleeping because you already wrote the emails and their autoresponder dripping. And you know, later every week or so, a couple of days, whatever it is for your promotions, you check in, you see how things are running, see what the open rates are, click-through rates, how many sales you're producing from certain emails and certain offers. And this is really magic because like after that, after a while, you can really see that these are sending automatically, all of them are sending automatically. And once you get this thing right, you can really give them a lot of content and offers and pitches on a daily basis and work on upsells and like putting on those verticals and testing each list that I said before, where it's like hyper targeted and only launching things that are super relevant and targeted to that list or that mini list. And then that's where you're gonna get the best results and returns. So I hope you guys thought this was valuable. Make sure that you like the button, or you can, I don't care if you like it, just smash it and then make it blue. And like that will obviously circulate this brand around YouTube a lot more, helps for the algorithm a ton, and really it helps me be able to assert more time and allocate more time and energy to these videos to be uploading a lot more consistently. But now I got a lot more consistent content as well that's kind of stacked up in the arsenal right now. So I really am going to be able to drip one content piece per week, at least for now, because I've been doing really a lot of shooting and editing and uploading. So I got a lot of good stuff coming for you, but I don't want you to miss it. So make sure you smash the subscribe button as well. You could hit it right here if you want, if you don't know where it goes. And it's really easy, just hit the bell as well so you can actually be subscribed but also notified when the new videos come out and whatnot. So check all these videos up because I don't want you to miss them. They're all in this series about how to basically build your own email list from zero. And like I said, we cover one topic per video. And if you want to just go for the whole long form thing and consume the whole piece, you want to check out the 1 hour video. So I'm putting all those cards in the top right, and you're going to want to check those out because they're so relevant to this thing. This has just been the last step out of 5. So hope you thought this was valuable. Thank you for being engaged and excited about your copywriting journey. Once again, it's Evan from Motive in Motion. I'll talk to you soon.